It's another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of our live Saturday broadcast from InWheelTime.com. Is your business or company looking to stand out in a crowded advertising market? Looking to reach the real auto enthusiast? Well, you found it. You're listening or watching In Wheel Time, and so are your fellow enthusiasts. The In Wheel Time Car Show now reaches 500,000, and we can put together a marketing plan that will engage them in your product, business, or service. To get the tires rolling, just shoot us an email to our marketing director, Jeff Zekin. His address is jeff@InWheelTime.com.
From Studio A in Texas, USA, it's the award-winning In Wheel Time Car Show. Hot rod history and man cave expert. The fabulous Ron Stein is waiting for our conversation. Inside our new car showroom sits the Cadillac CT4. We'll give you an in-depth review. Plus, we'll have This Week in Automotive History and stories making auto news headlines, all just ahead on today's In Wheel Time Car Show for Saturday, October 10th, 2020. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Mars and King Conrad DeLong. Jeff Zekin, too, sitting right off camera. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad that you could be with us. All right. It's time to talk to that caveman. It's time to talk now to our good friend Ron. Yeah, the man, Mr. Ron Stein. Hi, Ronnie. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Are you afraid to be on camera, Mr. Stein? Is that what it is?
No, I'm not afraid. It's just the setting up, okay? And thank goodness Kat is helping me.
Well, yes, we're all thankful for that.
Everybody needs an IT manager. She's doing a fine job because you really look pretty good.
Actually, you do.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, how are you feeling these days?
I'm feeling great, feeling wonderful, trying to stay healthy like everybody else and enduring what everybody else is going through.
Well, there's that. There is that.
Difficult that the car world and the car clubs are shut down basically, and we can talk about that.
Well, I want to talk first of all about your collection. How's the collection doing? Is it in mothballs right now?
Unfortunately, yes, because the car clubs are not doing much of anything, except that this week. There's a group of Triumph guys, the Triumph Owners Club of Houston. They're going to Yellowstone National Park from Houston, and there are about 13 Triumphs in a row going up to Yellowstone and having a wonderful time.
Wow. So how many wreckers do you need?
How many wreckers do you need?
Well, got a follower with 13 trailers?
No. They do have what they call a vulture wagon, which is just basically a trailer.
A vulture wagon.
No one has broken down, which is kind of amazing. But I guarantee you, if in fact something happens, in someone's trunk, there is a wheel bearing or a spare motor mount.
Because they're used to carrying parts.
Oh, yeah, no question about it,
Well, what a great trip up to Yellowstone, but that's a good haul from Houston.
Yeah, right, and they have a good time. It's called the fog trip, foggy old guys.
How come we didn't get invited?
Yeah, we didn't.
You have a Triumph. Well, you don't have to have a Triumph, but it would help.
Yeah, well, we've got the age part of it down pretty good, I think.
And we're just foggy old guys.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
So have we got any new items in the Ron Stein collection, or is it the same ones that we've had for a while?
Well, as of this morning, I was going to acquire a 1941 Continental Coupe.
Oh, wow.
With a wonderful Ford V8 engine in it to get the V12 engine out of it. And I was at the last moment, at the last second, I was outbid by a gentleman that was about an hour away from Driggs, Idaho, that came in and I guess talked to the gentleman, and he bought the car. And this was going to be my all-time great car because it had a modern drivetrain. It was air-conditioned, which is kind of rare, not from the factory. And I saw the car. My son and I and his wife and Kat were in a restaurant right across the street in Driggs, Idaho. And Kat looked out the window and she said, "Whoa, look out the window, Ron." And there in the driveway was this gorgeous 41 coupe, original, nothing altered except the engine. We talked to the guy, and unfortunately it took a year for me to chat with him again, and I was a little too late. So basically, a long story to get to this. The collection is still intact and the same.
Well,
nothing new.
Well, I have to tell you, Ron, you know how those Idahoans are out there. They'll screw you every chance that they get.
Well, I was in and then I was out. So I
thought when we talked the other day, I thought you'd bought it. It was a done deal.
Well, I thought so too.
But Ronnie,
there's always another car.
Ronnie, don't you have one similar to that? I thought that you had a Continental in your collection.
Oh, I've got a Continental Mark II.
Oh, that's
a 50s generation.
Yeah, okay.
56. Yeah. I got one of the original. Well, it's a duplicate of the original Mark II convertible that William Clay Ford gave to his wife as a present. It was the only one made, and it was at the Texas State Fair in '56. And it was a white with a red and white interior. She loved the car. It's a stunning car. But she thought it was a little too racing with the red and white. So, of course, being a Ford, they brought it back to Detroit and had it painted in her favorite color, which was a robin's egg blue with a blue and white interior. I have a clone of that car. And then I acquired another Mark II coupe.
And a 41 would be a relatively rare car, not just for the rarity of a Continental, but the rarity of 41 production.
Yep, right after the war.
No, before.
Before the war.
Yeah. Well, so Ron, what are you doing these days? Are you still working?
Oh yeah, I still have a job. I've limited my time. I'm not rushing in at 6 o'clock in the morning anymore. I sort of wander in about 10, and if I want to leave early, I can, depending on pressure. And I'm always in touch with a lot of car people. I still belong to 5 car clubs. And unfortunately, our meetings are Zoom, are virtual, and there are very few. There are no car shows, there are no auctions, there are no tours. So we're all sort of landlocked. So I'm actually working on some of my cars now. I have time to work on them. Actually, in fact, I'm going to work on the
to get ready for those car shows and those car tours.
Well, I have to tell you, Ron, and I haven't talked to you other than this conversation that we're having now, but there is a cruise-in that you may be interested in. It's kind of close to your house, over at the Sharpstown Golf Center. The golf used to be the Sharpstown Golf Club, country club, and Craig Bierman, my buddy with Speed and Sport Chrome Plating, is putting it on. It's called Coffee and Chrome, and it's the first Sunday of every month at the Prince's that is over there. So, hamburgers.
Is that the Prince's is now at the? Is it the Sharpstown? Or
yes. It's at
Urban Park.
No, it's at Sharpstown Golf Club.
Oh wow.
So
that's cool.
So
climb in one of your toys and come on over the first Sunday of the month.
Yeah, Sunday from 9 to noon.
Take one of my Woodies over. Yeah.
Yeah, please do. We'd love to see you. It'd be a real treat for everybody, and you get to see me.
Well, that's a thrill in itself.
I know it is.
I mean, if you're not on the ground, you're in the air. So I don't know where the hell you are.
He's everywhere. He's in the ground. He's on.
What are you doing? Because I know you've had a pretty good relationship with the Conroe School District in the past, and I know all of that's on hold, but I'm sure you've got something planned for the future as things open up.
Well, the 5 years we had the Concourse of Texas at La Torreta Resort.
Yeah.
Well, that's sold.
That's Margaritaville.
Yeah, Jimmy Buffett has bought that, and I'd like to see his Catalina airplane, which he flies around in, the seaplane, land on Lake Conroe. I don't think it's
that would be fun.
That would really be a lot of fun. So, in answer to your question, because the schools are closed now, I have been in contact. I think the last thing on their mind, because I know Kat is working so darn hard as an administrator at her elementary school. They're probably up to their necks in curriculum and classes.
Just trying to keep things going,
Keep things going on a level basis, saying that no one's ever done this before. So yeah, I'm going to contact them. They're very interested in getting involved in the auto restoration shop, and I'll continue my talks. But to answer your question, everything's on hold basically now. Yeah. Thanks for asking.
So I want to know about more of the car collection that you do have. So we've discovered that you've got the Continental, and you've got the Nash, and the Woody. Do you have more than one Woody?
Oh yeah, I have two. I've
Woody.
got a '46 Ford Super Deluxe station wagon, and it's got two surfboards on the top. And you guys will remember this. The millennials don't know what we're talking about, because in the back window I've got an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. And when I go to a car show, the young girls come up and they go, "What kind of thong is that?" Singing, I start singing, "It's an itsy bitsy teeny," and they look at me and say, "What the hell is this old man?"
Yeah, the dirty old man here.
What you should have said, Ronnie.
Let me put it on and show you.
Yeah, actually, I was wearing it earlier today.
I'm looking for the woman who can fit into that, okay? And then
That'll get you a slap in the head.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, once Cat approves. And then the second Woody I have is a more unique and very rare and very valuable car. It's a 1947 Nash Ambassador Suburban. It's a four-door suburban car with wood on the sides and wood on the doors. And I call it my mother's nightmare and my teenager's dream, because it folds down into a complete double bed. From the back of the front seat to the end of the trunk, there's a complete double bed. And I've looked for about 20 years for two things, accessories that would make the car complete. And within 3 weeks of each other, I got in the original cardboard box, the original screens for the rear window.
Like privacy screens?
No. They're just regular screens. They open the windows to get air blowing through.
Okay.
Yeah.
And keep the bugs out.
Yeah, and in the original plastic wrapper, two original double mattresses, never used.
Oh, how cool is that?
For that car.
Now, have you used the mattresses since you've acquired them in the car?
You know, my dream was, I still, as age goes on and life goes on, is the Cat and I to drive to the Nash, cross country, mountain, not east, west, and camp out in it, because it's very comfortable. I mean, it's a double bed, actually, from the back of the front seat to the end of the trunk, and the seats fold down in the back, and it's very comfortable. And it's when you pull up, if you were to pull up with that car, and you had a date, and you pulled up in front of your girlfriend's house, and her father looked out the window and said, "Is that a Nash?" And you're going to the what? You're going to the drive-in? You're going to take the Buick. Okay?
Leave the Nash in the driveway.
Well,
Yeah.
You take the Buick.
Don't you have a Triumph in your collection as well?
Excuse me?
Don't you have a Triumph in your collection as well?
I've got a Triumph Stag, a V8 with the original V8 engine. It's a sports car.
Cool
it's
car.
A roadster, and you can get in trouble with the engine with its speed. The power to weight ratio is unique. Right?
Well, I see a theme going on here. You can get in trouble with the Nash, and you can get in trouble with the Triumph, just in different ways.
Yes, of course.
Ronnie, what are we going to do with you?
I picked up on something. I never thought of it that way.
Well, leave it to me. You hang on there.
He's going back to the bikini over here.
Yeah, I am. You hang on there. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Sure.
Man, I love my kids so much. I once sat for 3 hours in the cold rain to watch her soccer team lose by 18 goals.
I love my kids so much, I once used a tube to suck snot out of her stuffed nose at 3 a.m.
You win.
Love your kids? Love them enough to make sure they're in the right car seat. From toddlers to tweens, visit NHTSA.gov/the right seat to find the right seat for their age and size. Keep them safe. Visit NHTSA.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
A social distancing tip.
While the CDC urges you to avoid close contact, like hugging or shaking hands, there are other non-physical ways to say hello. Wave, wink, use sign language, salute, smile, give the peace sign, throw up an air high five, do jazz hands. Remember, stay a minimum of 6 feet or 2 arms length away from others and stay home if you can. For more info, visit coronavirus.gov.
Let's all do our part because we're all #AloneTogether. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Don't start with me.
Deja vu.
Don't start with me. Thanks for joining us on today's In Wheel Time Car Show. We really appreciate it. On the line with us right now is Mr. Ron Stein, Mr. Dapper, Mr. Extraordinaire.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, Mr. Ronnie
Keep
Stein.
going, Don. Keep going.
Yeah, I know. Well, we're not on our feet just yet, but soon. At any rate. So we got 2 Woodies, a Triumph, a Nash, a Continental. What else is in the Stein collection?
Well, let me just show you one thing. I've got 2 Continental Mark IIs, which are kind of rare.
2.
They only made 2,800 of them, 56 and 57. And the car in 1956 was $10,000.
Oh, my gosh. That's a lot of money. Whew.
Right, yeah. And I just happened to get a beautiful model of a Mark II. And this is what the Continental
looks
Mark
like.
II. It's a beautiful car and very stylish, 300 horsepower engine.
That was a lot back then.
Exhausts, and only the very wealthy had these. We have a list of every single owner that bought them. Elvis Presley, Van Cleef and Arpels, a lot of politicians, a lot of sports figures, the Shah of Iran. So
is it a single seater?
Oh no! It's a 2-door, but there are seats in the front and back.
Oh, okay.
When you get back on your feet and you're coming in, I'll come into the studio and you can take a look at it. It's a beautiful car. Beautiful car.
Cool.
The Nash, we were going to go up to see my grandsons and my grandsons and my sons and their wives. One's in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and one is in Breckenridge. And of course, the virus hit, so we're on hold.
Yeah.
And we were going to actually camp all the way up in the Nash.
So they're not just cars in your collection; they're cars that you drive.
Yeah. I can't say that every single car starts immediately every single time, but people always ask me, which is your favorite car? My answer is the car that starts when I want it.
Yeah. The day I'm going to...
Car guys know what that means.
Yeah,
that's right.
Because you own a Triumph and you own a British car, and we know that the electronics on those are quite sensitive all the time.
Well,
kind of like me.
I've got the grandfather of the Triumphs, which is a British standard, 1936, 9 horsepower. Because 9 horsepower is they rated the taxes on the taxable horsepower. And it was 9 at rest, 27 horsepower at speed.
I have a lawnmower with more than 9 horsepower.
Yeah. Cute little car. Only one in the States.
So does Kat still have the Studebaker truck?
She does. And we're trying to get it power steering because it steers like a truck. How's that sound?
A truck without power steering. Yeah, you got to wheel that thing around there. Is there some? How are you going to do that? I mean, I'm sure that they don't make kits for that, do they?
No, they don't make a kit, but you can alter some of the parts from an Avante, the power steering.
Oh yeah.
And put a ram, hydraulic ram on the tie rods. Excuse me, and it'll work, but that takes time.
So, Ron, what do you got planned coming up for the rest of the year when this COVID crisis thing? So, just staying hunkered down and staying close to the house.
Yeah, I'm staying close to the house, working on honeydew things at the house, working on the cars. There's always a project or two, as well, all you guys, and every time I go to Home Depot, it's crowded. They got stuff flying off the shelves because everybody's doing home repairs, or they're doing stuff with their cars or trucks or boats.
Yeah. Well,
we're in the same boat, and the cat just jumped on the to stand here. That's why it's
I understand.
That was an earthquake.
Well, Ronnie, it's always good to see you. Good to talk to you, as always. And thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. You are the man of the hour, and I enjoy sharing emails with you. Matter of fact, I think I sent him an email about some of the 1950 shenanigans that he used to pull out there on Long Island and drag racing and zooming the girls and stuff like that. So that was our last communication a couple of weeks ago. But you're always on the top of my mind, Ron Stein.
I appreciate it. Thank you for inviting me, and I'm glad to come on again and have a chat with guys that love cars and things that are associated with cars.
You know, he's got a ton of stuff, ton of books and stuff there behind him. It looks like car history. We need to get him sometime and talk about some of that stuff.
Yeah. You know, maybe a good idea is to have a virtual go from car guy to car guy and have him show you there and the listeners and the viewers now their man caves and their collections, and that would be interesting to go behind the scenes.
Well, Ron,
I'll show you yours if you show me mine.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no problem.
We love you, Ron Stein. You take care.
I love you. Have a happy week and stay healthy. That's the main thing.
You do the same, my friend,
right,
and we will talk to you soon. All right. We've got our car review coming up next here on In Wheel Time. Stay with us.
911, what's your emergency?
There's a train that just hit a car.
Sir, what is your location? Look around for a street sign, sir.
It's 8th and Orchard. 8th and Orchard.
Okay, very good. 8th and Orchard. Sir, help is on the way.
Why would he do that? The train still hasn't stopped. You have to get there now.
At a railway crossing, even if the engineer sees you and hits the brakes, it can take a mile for the train to stop. And for you, that's too late. Stop. Trains can't. Paid for by NHTSA.
Advance Auto Parts and CarQuest present the Boobs Rock Powder Puff Race. Saturday night, October 17th at Houston Motorsports Park. Gates open at 5. The green flag waves at 6. Wear a mask. Social distancing and sanitizer rules. Enjoy $1 hot dogs and $1 beer. $5 discount ticket info online at NASCARHouston.com. Saturday night, October 17th. Gates at 5. Racing at 6. Houston Motorsports Park. All car classes, including the Boobs Rock Powder Puff Race, supporting breast cancer awareness. It's the last race of the season. Boobs Rock. Don't miss it.
Don't miss it if you can. Boobs Rock. That's going to be a fun race. Powder puff race. Oh, Lord. Well, can we move on now? Can I do the car review?
Please do.
Yeah, thank you very much. All right. Time now for our car review. The 2020 Cadillac CT4. Yes, I've had a CT4 before.
But you had the V-Series before.
I had the V-Series. So this is not the V-Series. So here are the available trim levels. It comes in the luxury, the premium luxury, the sport, and the V. This one that I had is the premium luxury. It is called a compact. We like to call it a midsize here on the In Wheel Time Show. Seats 5 passengers. It's all new for 2020. That is a sharp-looking car.
Yes,
I don't care who you are.
Extremely sharp-looking car.
Exterior features, classic 4-door styling with modern, cutting-edge design, as you can see. A sculpted lower valance panel underneath the doors. You can see it right there. Sexy wheel offerings in the many different trim levels. Bustle-style trunk lid with a built-in spoiler. It's got a...
Bustle back.
It's got a boutte. That's it, just like that. What I liked about it, all of it, that's a good-looking car. I don't care who you are.
No, I like it a lot.
Interior highlights. Infotainment screen is carved into the top of the dash. It has a modern instrument cluster. Contrasting stitching on the upholstery on some of the trim levels. Also, contrasting interiors are available as well on the upper trims. Cargo and trunk room. It does have a small opening back there, but once you stuff bodies back there, there's room for it.
It gets way up out of the way,
it
but
does.
You still have
it's
to
still a small opening
your way
because of
in.
that sloping rear glass. What could use improvement? There's a lot of plastic parts in there that kind of distract from the design. But
especially in a Cadillac.
I was a little bit disappointed in that.
The trim should be
more Cadillac.
More of a little upscale.
More Cadillac-y.
Cadillac-y's a good way to put it.
This particular car had a 2.7-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, a 4-cylinder that turns out 310 horsepower. Wait a minute. Isn't 310 horsepower the same horsepower as the V6 the General Motors has had for decades?
The 3.6 liter?
This is a 4-banger. and has 350 pound-feet of torque and runs a 10-speed automatic transmission, gets 20 miles to the gallon city, 28 on the highway, for a combined total of 23. Now, most of my driving is done on the freeway. 28.4 miles per gallon over 434.5 miles.
That's pretty remarkable. That's
out of a
good.
four-banger.
Very, very good.
Yeah. And
because that's not a small car. I mean, they call it compact. It's a
midsize
big compact car.
Yeah, exactly. What I liked about it, the power that they're able to get out of that four-banger.
Well, it's the world of turbos.
It is. And, it really kind of makes those V6s and V8s old school. Hell, man, I had a Corvette that didn't have 300 horsepower.
Yeah,
back in the 70s.
Yeah. All the smog controls first came in.
Yep.
Back before they knew how to do it.
Yeah. So there's that. Ride and handling. What I liked, I liked its sporty feel, and that it had. It's not as sporty as the V Series.
No, but it's not as pricey as the V Series either.
Correct. It's about $10,000 cheaper. What could use improvement? Nothing. Leave it alone. And by the way, this is a engine option, the 2.7-liter turbo. They have a smaller one that has less horsepower. That's like 255. Get this one.
Oh, yeah. Always.
Yeah, absolutely. Pricing, here you go. The base trim price on this car, $37,495. That's the base trim.
That's not bad at all.
Prices tested was $50,265.
It's a little bit more than a $12,000 bump in content.
Yep. Base model price, in other words, the entry-level price is $32,995. So if you just like the body style, you can get the smaller engine. And, of course, it doesn't have all the fancy...
But it's still a Cadillac, so it comes standard with tons of stuff. You're just such a highfalutin guy.
Well,
you put all the gadgets and gizmos on it for you.
Do I look like a highfalutin guy?
Yes, you do.
No, but our age, we have this expectation of Cadillac, just from the brand.
That's
because
correct.
of what we grew up with, lawyers, doctors, and all that stuff. You always wanted to move up to a Cadillac.
Right. Uncle Jimmy had Cadillacs as long as I can remember. From way back in the dark ages when I was just a boy.
But Cadillac's looking for a different
segment
of cars and different buyers because, the old joke when I worked for Oldsmobile was the last time buyer program. And Cadillac's very much with their design as well as with the V Series trying to drive their average age down.
Well, speaking of which, competitors to this vehicle, the Audi A3 that starts at $33,300. Remember this, the Cadillac was $32,995 entry level. So the other competitors include the BMW 2 Series at $35,300 and the Mercedes-Benz A-Class at $32,800. So they're all within the ballpark.
And the CT4 is bigger than those.
Yes, it is.
I would easily say noticeably bigger than the A3.
It is. Yeah, it definitely is. All right. I want to remind you that the In Wheel Time Car Show streams on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, iHeart Podcast, TuneIn, Google Podcast, and Podcast Addict, among others. The In Wheel Time Car Show continues after this quick break.
Hey, thanks for checking us out. Don Armstrong saying be sure and join us live every Saturday, 10 a.m. to 12 noon Central Time on YouTube, Facebook, and InWheelTime.com. Our podcasts are also available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, iHeart Podcast, TuneIn, Google Podcast, and Podcast Addict. We'll see you next time.